Hello gamers and welcome! I'm Debbie, and if you've clicked on this video, chances are you've been thinking about trying Frontlines PvP in Final Fantasy XIV. Fantastic! It's a great way to earn experience as well as currency towards, well, an exhausting list of other things from hairstyles and armor to furniture and mounts. Highly recommended, 10 out of 10. But before you dare click that button to register for it, there are 3 things you desperately need to know. Unlike many other things in the game, this isn't something that you can just hop right into without any guidance, and sometimes people find this out the hard way. Just today I was queued in for my daily frontline roulette, waiting for the countdown to finish so I could be released to wreak absolute havoc upon a bunch of strangely dressed adventurers from the internet, when it happened. Someone wrote in Alliance chat,
"Is this PvP? What am I supposed to do?"
Now, it wasn't the first time I've seen a message like this pop up and put a dagger through my heart before my mount even charged out the gate, and I thought to myself, they're just trolling, right? But there was a nagging in the back of my mind. What if they weren't? I sallied on and sated my bloodlust, but vowed to make this video as soon as the day was won. So, here are the 3 things you must know before you try Frontlines. I can't stress this strongly enough. The first thing you need to do before you even think of registering is go to the Wolves' Den and set your abilities. You know, that place you had to go to in order to unlock PvP in the first place. Yeah, that place. If you didn't remember to grab the Aetheryte, then you'll need to go back to Morabi Drydocks and head out to the pier to be rowed back to it. Make sure to grab it this time. You might notice once you're there that the hotbars have changed and you're looking pretty useless, and that's what you'll see when you enter Frontlines for the first time. So, open up your character menu. If you scroll down to PvP Profile, PvP Actions, and Job, you can find all of your abilities. Your main combo, if you have one, will be at the top. It's usually several actions assigned to one button, so it's a must-have on your hotbar. Please put it there. The other actions and their descriptions will be after it. That one that has 2 crossed swords in the top right corner, it's your personal limit break. Unlike in regular content, this limit break is just for you, so don't hesitate to use it as often as it pops. Standard issue elixir. Think of this as your emergency medical kit. So run away, hide behind a rock somewhere and pop it. It will completely refill your HP and MP. Purify helps you to move if you're stunned, charmed, sleeping, or otherwise incapacitated. If you suddenly can't move or don't have access to any other abilities, this is the one you want to pop. In fact, chances are you'll have a few extra slots on your hotbars as there aren't an awful lot of PvP actions, so slap this several places next to the actions you use most, just to make sure it's at hand when you need it. Recuperate is your personal heal. It takes MP, but you can get 3 to 4 castings of it off with a full bar, and so it will absolutely buy you some time to get out of a tough situation. Again, put this everywhere on your bars, so when you're smashing buttons, you can smash it all the faster. Guard is your immunity. It will put you in a bubble. As tempting as it might be, don't rely on it too much. Several classes have abilities that disregard it, and it has a short duration, and you move very slowly in it, so you won't be able to outrun a mob. It might buy you a few extra seconds to get just enough MP back to get off a heal or a limit break, so it does have its uses. And Sprint is slightly different. It has no recast delay, so you can use it as often as you like. Make sure you have that somewhere too. And to anyone on controller who doesn't already have it, you need to have your mount button somewhere on your PvP bar. Be careful when mounted in PvP, because if you get hit while on your chocobo or other more concerning mountable creature or thing, you will be struck with a heavy debuff that might just spell your demise. Once you have all of that set and you've practiced a bit on the training dummy, you're almost ready to register. Just one more thing. In Frontlines, you can change classes when you enter. And that's important because it means you can register as the class you would like to get the experience on, and then change when you get into the class you would like to play on. So, if you get everything set up to play on Paladin, as I did, but you want the experience to go on your Samurai, no problem. Change over to Samurai and then register for the duty, which leads to... The Red Dawn rises. Okay, there are a few things you really need to take care of before the fight even starts. You pop in and you've got a few seconds, so use them wisely. 1. Change over to the class you want to play as, if you were another class for the experience when you entered. Zoom out to get a good look at the field. Get on your mount so you can keep up with the rest of your alliance, and open your map. It is critical that your map remain open for the duration of the frontline duty. It's how you will see your objectives, whether they're flags or crystals, and how you'll be able to keep tabs on where your allies are at. The battlefield is no place to find yourself suddenly all alone. The countdown reaches 0, the barrier is released, and everyone bolts out of the gate. It's time to wage war and earn either glory or defeat. Sure, I can give some pointers on how to do gooder in PvP, but ultimately every situation is unique and you'll need to adapt accordingly. But I think I've come up with a few universal tips to get you started. So number 1, don't die. Look, I know, but hear me out. Putting your own safety first is important because not only does the other team gain points when they kill you, but your team also, conversely, loses a stalwart ally, temporarily weakening your team while you take the time required to respawn and get back into the fight. 2. Spam AoE abilities for Battle High. That flag you see on your screen with the bar on it, that's your Battle High. It increases with every kill or assist you get to a maximum of 100 at Battle High 5. Your damage dealt and healing potency increase with each 20 points you get, up to an extra 50% for both. Kills are sometimes a matter of luck if a number of people are attacking the same enemy, so work on raising your assists. And the quickest way to do that is to make sure you hit as many things as possible when in a large group melee. Just go nuts! Maybe you'll get the occasional kill, which will raise your high faster, but in the meantime, slowly working it up is a huge help. And 3. Pay attention to Alliance chat. Sometimes. Now, this one is a bit of a double-edged sword. It's important to pay attention to any group callouts if you want to better your chances at being the undisputed victors. But tempers tend to run a bit high in PvP as well, and not everyone who makes calls knows what they're doing. There isn't exactly a training program for Grand Company generals in Eorzea. But if you have someone in chat making calls that seem to make sense, and a large number of people in Alliance are following it, you need to get on board because, as rare as it is, that's a winning strategy. Herding cats is hard, but a herd of cats is dang intimidating. At the end of the day, however, whatever is going to happen in those 20 or so minutes is going to happen, and all you can ever do is your best. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Win or lose, stats for kills, deaths, assists, and damage are posted at the end of each match, but feel free to ignore it completely if you want. Just make sure to click on the commendation window and give commends to anyone who didn't offend you. Hey, it's a free checkmark on your weekly challenge log if you haven't completed it already. And that's it. I think now you're finally ready to open your duty finder and give it a try. Ultimately, it's something that can be really enjoyable if you know what you're doing, and extremely frustrating if you don't. So now that you know the basics, go for it, and let me know in the comments how you did. I'll respond to every comment on my videos, and if you want more detailed advice, come chat with me on Twitch. My link is in the description. Thanks for watching, gamers. Grab your weapon, put on your war paint, and I'll see you in game.